This pedal immediately conjures up a lot of classic rock vibes. It's Heartland in a pedal. This pedal doesn't drink Heineken. The clarity of it is great. The EQ sweeps are tasteful, and like any great American tradition, it's ready to imperialize itself onto any pedal board. It sounds great.
All right! Woo! Yes!
I'm Clark, and I like biscuits and waffles.
This is Clarksburg. That's the name of the pedal?
Yeah. And they have wine there, I've heard.
Is that a place?
Yeah, Clarksburg.
Where is Clarksburg?
It's right up the Sacramento Delta. I used to play some gigs over there.
Aww.
Before the Ronas.
Before the Rona.
Before the Rona.
Anyway, tell me about this pedal, because it's another overdrive. We've done a few overdrives already. Mm-hmm. What makes this one so different?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
I feel like in the world of overdrive and distortions, there are so many. I like this one because it's really smooth. It does have a brightness to it though, like especially when I was playing like that E7 chord and I was hitting the B string, that note popped out in a way that I really liked. Like it was very articulate. So in the way that I play with jazz threes, but I don't deserve them. The way that I pick the strings, it responds very well to my right hand.
Okay.
Which I think is better developed than my left hand, which kind of grips like kind of hard sometimes. But I like this pedal because like the EQ was really wide. Like when you hit the bass on the low end,
Yeah,
it
came
was
in hard.
really woofy.
Yeah.
I almost like that tone though when you drop the bass completely out and it sounds like it was coming through like an old speaker or something.
Yeah, that was like, I mean, I noticed that right away as well, with just like dropping the mids way up. I mean, I think I just took the bass and the treble. I'm not sure what frequency those are at, but just took the bass and treble completely out and just cranked the mid and then cranked the gain as well. And it was just like a really telephony, broken speaker, like an old pickup truck. So this overdrive seems really nice. It's hard because there's a lot of overdrive pedals. I mean, nothing compares to the Pantheon, which is a favorite. Nothing also compares to the hot swamp fart that is the Santa Ana.
I think if I were to compare, I can't really compare the Pantheon and the Clarksburg, Clarksdale. Clarksburg is a real place. The Clarksdale because there are different flavors. Do you know what I mean? Like they're both overdrives, but they're different flavors.
Do you know what we mean?
Because like the Pantheon, even when the gain is all the way off, it's got a bit of grit in it still. This one cleans up pretty well.
Yeah,
I think the gain stage is like the biggest difference. Because the EQs kind of, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No.
But the EQs seem like the same. Like they seem to react the same, push the amp the same.
Very true.
But yeah.
Good pedal.
I mean, it's
not my favorite.
It's not my favorite. It's not my style. But if you play like blues rockabilly or like have that like you want that country tone, I think this would be a good pedal for that.
Yeah, you immediately went into like country or like classic country type rock.
I went to a lot of those licks before we started shooting.
That's where you went. Yeah, that's where your brain went. So I'd say trust that. Trust your heart. Trust your brain, and just remember. We love you.
And we love biscuits and waffles.
Yeah.
Go down to Clarksdale. Get yourself some.
Not Clarksburg.
Not Clarksburg.
Left-handed.